Alright lads, so today we are jumping into the Arranged Nightmare Killer Guild Quest. Before we do though, if anyone is interested in joining my S-League guild, we are always trying to shoot for top 5, so we do need good scoring members. And if you are someone that can score high in guild quests, where for the most part at this point in time you can get like 45 seconds remaining in almost every GQ, do message me on Discord. I'll try and get back to you and then we can take it from there. Either way, let's talk about the Arranged Nightmare Sniper Guild Quest, which honestly is one of the worst, which you wouldn't expect considering that it's ranged Sniper. Like, you would think there's a lot of Sniper killers out there, but there really isn't. I mean, look at the characters people are using here. The top 5 are all characters that have come out like years ago. Besides Noelle. Noelle is the most recent option, and she is actually returning tomorrow. That's why they are rerunning the banner. But I really do feel like Noelle is kind of a flop in what she was supposed to do, because she's almost no better than Ichigo. Almost every other GQ has received so many like really good support, really good characters that have insane levels of damage, high chance to inflict status elements, and then over here, for a very popular killer that is Soypom, was stuck using characters that came out during the 6th, 7th anniversary. That, for the most part, only have Frenzy +1. I mean, right now, Ichigo is our best lead, and that's what we are going to be using in today's video. And we can make him work, but obviously, we do need some other good characters that don't need to be, you know, max transcended. When it comes to support characters, our most recent addition to the Arranged Sniper Guild Quest was the most recent Future Society Orihime, and she's great and all. She's actually a really good support, but I don't think this Guild Quest needed a NAD character. We already had good ones. Of course, if you do have Orihime, definitely use her. I don't have her, so what we are going to use in today's video is this particular team right here. And the team in a way has gotten better thanks to the fact that we now have access to the Mugetsu link. We'll talk about that in a minute. But when it comes to building Ichigo for this particular GQ, of course you're going to want to use a T-set fortification pill and also a Soul Reaper killer sticker. When it comes to the soul traits, go with your best potential traits possible. So the way I like to do it, I sort by spiritual pressure, go to the mind attribute, and then we sort by that. So in this case, let me do that. There we go. That's a pretty good set of soul traits. My Ichigo is 5-5, the more dibs the better, honestly. With full stamina and also SP as bonus abilities. When it comes to our normal attack damage character, like I mentioned, Orihime would be better here. In my case, though, I'm using a character I've been quite frankly using for years at this point when it comes to Ranged Sniper Guild Quest, Tokinada, who is going to receive his resurrection this time next month. Can you believe it? Or at least he should. We might go to 1,000 Year Blood War, but it does look like Harmfield resurrections are happening a lot more often now. So Tokinada is next, which I'm looking forward to. Hopefully he gets booster. In this case, though, Golden Chappie, and also Sniper Sticker, since he is max transcended. If he wasn't, give him a Hollow Bait instead. And then in this case, considering that I don't think we're going to clear as fast as I want to clear, and by that, we're likely not going to have 40 seconds remaining. We're most likely going to sit around 30 seconds remaining if we're lucky. In that case, it's better off just to give him recharge and full stamina, because recharge and normal attack damage doesn't exist. But we also want to make sure that he can do consistent damage on his normal attacks while also continuously boosting our team. And then, of course, our last supporting character here is going to be Academy Shuhei. He honestly doesn't matter how he is built besides one soul trait. But the reason why we are using him, of course, is for the fact that he does give us 20% strong attack damage to any mind attribute Soul Reaper, and because it's to specifically mind attribute Soul Reapers, it does actually stack with Mugetsu soul trait, so we are getting 40% strong attack damage. Alongside that, if we do inflict a status element, we are then getting 40% more damage. So we're basically trying to brute force our way through this quest with 7th anniversary Ichigo, using the buffs from Shuhei, and also of course having a really good normal attack damage character like Tokinada. I will say though, I'm low-key dreading this particular GQ just because compared to past GQs that we've been doing the last week or two, it's going to be night and day different. Now, phase 1 isn't going to be too bad since we did get a lucky status proc, and we also do have attribute advantage, but the main idea is that we just need to keep getting lucky with status procs, right? And with Ichigo, we're going to get luckier more than usual because no increased chance, no Frenzy 2. It's not going to be as good or smooth as past GQs. But right now, it's not going too bad. Let's SA3 there. Not too bad here. I guess in this case, we could just Soul Bomb. Boost has been reapplied. Let's use our 1. Unfortunately, we've now lost the SP boost, but that's fine. Hopefully, Tokinada can finish up there. Not too bad. Into the final boss. 30 seconds to go. Let's use our SA2. Then 3. Then we use our 1. Kind of wasted a lot of strong attacks there as we didn't get a status proc until right at the end. And then in this case, it's pretty much smooth sailing, but not as fast as you want it to be, right? Considering the fact that we are using 2 max transcended characters. You know, meanwhile, on our last GQ, we only had 1 max transcended character. Didn't even need the character to be max transcended, and we were getting like 40 seconds remaining. It's just simply because Ranged Sniper, man, it needs new characters. It really does. It's fine with when it comes to very hard guild quests, but when you get to Nightmare, you start to notice that the character's damage output, you know, isn't as good as it used to be. At least when compared to other guild quest phases. So in this case, for our very first attempt, 14 seconds remaining, but let's go back in and see if we can get a tad bit faster. My goal is to hopefully get around 30, if I can even do that. All right, then. So again, go in. Let's SA2. I think I overextended that flash step a tad bit there. I guess we can use our SA3, and look at that, no status procs whatsoever. Oh, brutal. All right, attempt number 3, I guess. Little lag spike there, unfortunately. Do get these stars relatively early, that's good to know. Unfortunately, we didn't do a good job cleaning up the little mobs right there, so Tokinada wasn't locked in on the boss, right? He actually would have cleared a lot faster. Let's use our SA3. Remember, with Ichigo, we can inflict paralysis and also weakening, but we only have like a second or two with the weakening in effect, so you kind of want to always have an attack ready to follow up that weakening. I believe we did get the stars proc there. That's not too bad. I don't think we took advantage of the weakening, though. Can Tokinada finish up? Yes, he can. And he still has full stamina, so he's doing quite well thus far. Maybe now would be a good time to sub him, to be honest. Because I believe this is the 4th boss, right? It is. All right, so going into the final boss. Good position. SA2 takes everyone down. And now we got to do is get a status proc once more. Doesn't seem like we're getting it. Luckily dodged that. Does seem a tad bit slower. And it's just the realness when it comes to using Frenzy 1 characters. We're still able to beat it. We're still able to beat it. If we didn't have Ichigo, I don't think I'd be able to beat it, I will be honest. But this is kind of why I disliked that Burn the Witch banner earlier last year. I mean, Nini was actually relatively fine in Guild Quest, but I don't know what they were thinking releasing a character with Frenzy +1 as an end of month in a Burn the Witch collab after the 8th anniversary, after Killgate, he was absolutely insane. It just you kind of forget Noelle released it almost a year ago. And I don't really want this to be like a hating Noelle video, but like, I don't know, man. She should have been the character that replaced my Ichigo. Right, let's get these stars in with there. Lovely. There we go. So that's not too bad. I mean, you can clear fast, but you do end up resetting quite a bit. So unfortunately, we didn't have a strong attack really ready at the time. So that has now meant that Tokinada has taken some damage. I guess in this case, let's use our 3 and then 1. Back up again. SA2 does take down most of the mobs for the most part. Got a status proc. That's not too bad. Might as well just spam all attacks when we can. SA1 there. And then I guess we sub them here. Although I don't know how long the SP boost is about to last. Hopefully long enough. Decently long enough for the most part. Almost lasted us into this wave. Question is though, can we reapply the SP boost? I believe we just inflicted a Starsman right before the SP boost wore off. So unfortunately, that has now locked us out a tad bit. And let's hopefully finish up with the SA3. There we go. I mean, we're consistently beating it, but we're not really getting high scores. We're really not. All right, surely this can be the run we want to go for. That's SA2. 1. And then I want to use my SA3 here, but we might as well just let it continue because I want to have a strong attack ready right from the get-go. Like that, for example. We can get stars up in here. We clear faster. SP boost is worn off. That's fine because our SA2 comes back just in time. Status proc. There we go. SA3. Might as well use our SA2 there. The problem is, I should have maybe waited to use my soul bomb, but let's just go with it. Let's just go with it. SA1. Tokinada finishes up. No, he decides to use a strong attack. That's not what you want to see. SA2. Can we get a status proc? Kind of did there. SA3. It's kind of just the same time. We got a time bit faster there, but this GQ just sucks. This GQ just sucks. I'm definitely going to reset my own time. But let me try a different team, because I want to try one character in particular that might work. We were faster there, but not really a score that I'm super happy with. So let's say you don't have 7th anniversary Ichigo, right? What we can do instead, I'd be curious to see what score this team does get, is good or reliable, trusty, frusty. No idea what that means, by the way. Let's go with Aizen. And of course, with that, we're going to build him how you expect to. So the T-set, fortification pill sticker. We're going to give him my best possible links that I have in the heart attributes. In this case, I guess we're going with these two. I guess it wouldn't be too bad because he doesn't have Berserker built in, right? So let me do Berserker too. Give him like a good mixture of increases here. Let's go with that. He is max transcended with full stamina, and we're about to give him SP in exchange for long strides. And now, because we are using Aizen, let's go ahead and take off Shuhei and instead put on Toshiro. In this case, Toshiro is going to be giving us 40% more damage to enemies that are inflicted with a status limit, and then because we are linking Mugetsu, we're also getting the extra 20%. I guess the problem with this team is that Toshiro could inflict status limits, but then again, it wouldn't be that bad of a thing because Aizen doesn't have an SP boost. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. So I guess in this case, we kind of just have to spam our strong attacks whenever we can. And basically hope for the best here. Let's back up. Let's SA1 upwards. Unfortunately, Tokinada is not classed as a Sober, by the way, so he doesn't get that extra 40%. Would have been really cool if he does, because obviously Tokinada is a Soul Reaper, but affiliation-wise, he doesn't associate with, you know, Soul Society, so therefore he's no affiliation. Think we had a status proc there. Let me back up. Strong attacks are going off. Doesn't seem like that faster. I mean, is this the final boss? No, it isn't, right? I think it's the fourth one. This team doesn't seem as bad as Ichigo. I definitely recommend using Ichigo if you possibly can. Let's back down. SA2. Then 1. Yeah, so we have now 10 seconds. Can we do it? We are up against a mind character. Doesn't seem like it. I'm surprised this team can't beat it, but I guess it makes sense. I mean, you're probably better off just using a double Nat character. That's kind of surprising, I'm not going to lie. In that case, since Aizen isn't like the damage powerhouse he used to be, you're probably better off just bringing a second normal attack damage character instead of someone like Toshiro. I kind of messed up there. I honestly thought that team would have been good enough. But I guess for our final team, it's a team I want to try out for myself personally to see how different it actually is. So we're essentially using the exact same team. The only difference now is that instead of using Tokinada, we're going to be using Hikifune. Kiryu, right? Who, unironically, might actually be more efficient in her respective GQ than the new current Kiryu, right? Mainly due to the fact that this character is a normal attack damage character with a boost SA2, and that's more appropriate as sides in Guild Quest as opposed to, you know, SP characters that can't do damage on their SA2. Now, with her resurrection, she does get paralysis immunity, so we don't have to give her that resistance, but we have gotten her to level 10 attack, level 10 focus, full stamina and attacker's bonus abilities. Standard build, exactly what we gave to Tokinada, but the difference is that she is a mind character, so she's actually getting the bust from Shuhei, right? Now, it's kind of funny too, because the way Kiryu does work, unfortunately, is that she does do 50% more damage to enemies not afflicted by an ailment, but then once we do inflict a status ailment, she is now doing 50% less damage, but then she'll be getting the 40% damage increase buff. So, in a way, she's always going to be doing, like, max damage. When we do inflict a status ailment, she's doing 10% less damage, but that's when we are doing more damage with my Ichigo, so it might balance out. Let's hope this one can be better, and hopefully Kiryu doesn't push everyone back. SA2. Hopefully that got everyone. We just need to get a status proc. There we go. Couldn't really follow up with the SA3 just in time, but that's fine. The SA2 is coming back. Again, go into a good position. SA2 there. Is Kiryu doing some good damage? Hopefully she is. Looks like she's doing a decent amount. Nothing super crazy. Again, all we really need for a new phase is just one strong attack too. That's why you love to see that SA2 on characters. That or like a really good lunge that has really good range. That's what we've been seeing quite often, to be fair. Now, Kiryu is taking some damage, but she can heal herself back up with that SA2 next time we do boost. Got a status on it there. Let's use our 3. Then a 1. I don't really want to use the SA2, but I guess we might as well. Where did he come from? Okay. And then I guess going into the final boss, maybe I should have summoned the 4th one. Definitely looks like it's better for me to bring Tokinada, but it looks like Kiryu's not a bad sub-the-shoot option if you don't have a max strength than a Tokinada. But again, if you have Orihime, just bring Orihime. She makes the team so much better. But yeah, I guess that's the video for today. Just trying out the Nightmare ranged Sober Guild Quest with the current best team that I can potentially bring. Didn't really go for like the highest score possible. I'll do that on my own time. But this is also just like an example of we really need some good ranged Sobers. Please, Caleb, let me get someone new that I can summon for. I'll pull for them specifically just for GQ, man. Give me that character. I'm tired of using character with Frenzy +1 in 2024. Now, we are going to be getting our Guild Quest schedule next week. We are about to get into our final week here. This next week of GQ is the final GQ week of the current schedule that we do have. So after next week, we will know the next set of Guild Quest phases until basically the end of the year. And if we do see a ranged Sober Guild Quest near the end of the month or just after an end of month, that likely means we are bound to get a new ranged Sober Killer. So that's what I'm really hoping for. And we'll have a video discussing what we could potentially get in the coming week once we do get that new updated Guild Quest schedule. Either way, let me know what team you lads are using in the comments below, what score you lads are getting. And I'll see you lads next time. Take care and peace.